Yabakwa wa fe nyambre na hwe sede ensem ni nchiremu ankasa tie sede wa fitia no pa bedwambremu ye de akire no a no ye kɔ sermenti fido ofise wo kɔ dagbon ne mpotamu na ya na afoforo ye yi no enei no ye de no asi ye apakam mampani na na adodan kwa kufuwa do wo ho ya wono krampo de enura dai pani tutu na mtumamu ekokodu ho na ni nyina mu no mpanifo ahodo kane mampani mahama so adu ho no modada sanso na aswafo ahodo ni nyina nso akɔhɔ ahoho ya wo firi wo kro ahodo mu nso aba hɔ ma wo mo ba bɛhwɛ amamre ne amane ahodo a oman Ghana ye wo sanso na nananom ahemfo ya won so wa amantam nkaye otumfo ene mpanimfo ahodo no wo mu nyina nso akɔhɔ no mu a kyese ne die uhunu se amamre eye adwuma firi se mfiempinu ene miedu no mu ena ya na wote so nipa wonfo bi ebo no tuo man nei wato na nanom nsie do nti manso twene ho nsensam no ana fei ena abrawa yi no foma kwan mu a yetimi anya foforo ne eho amamre ene ho akade nyina no ekoso Adom TV Kasee etwaso enti sede ai na wuhu no na wo hwe no na kyerese yana foforo yeyi no kra yana Abubakar Mahama a wotoso emienu na yede no asi apakan emu no na wo hwe sede ekro no de na kyerese entokwa ema no homne so hensem ntokwa ya ema no homne so no eno na edidi mu ema pani to na nanom ensie do amanfie pinu ani mienu mu honom no Sara hosam kesiye yi esiye panifo aye ho amamre ne eho bibia ene ne dai atumi awie mu dia ene ma efe akono ekoso ewo ho anopa ne mu ho de no wankasa wohunu yi se yi wo mo yi nkonya ahodo esikai wo mo yi no wie mu enem ne ade kyese wode wani ekɔ no mo de na kyese hu se enuoma ekoso wo ho ya yo na Abubakar ye na ye yi no foforo ewo hai na kyese wo hwe ne nsemu ayewo no ewo yendi 1939 ya eno mame anase Queen Duhili Aishetu wono ene de no baati asofo ya sasi eso ye kulumpe na Abubakar eye de baba yo ene no wode no eba na nanom atena nkonwa esuei na kyese wo hwe wo mamamre ene wo abakosemu enu a na kyese wono ene ne wodi ekanokora wo pumbunu skin hono mu a yede no ababetna adedie kase te se yeyi eso wohwemu na mpanifo ahodo no yeboabo wo mo ano awi akire wo hempopro ne nei adedie se fata no sei atumi aba ya na make say wo yekuani prekopekora ya bakua ene ho anuoma de a wabene mu yie a waje ho entete wo kuayo emu ensemu a wobasirementi fido hono mo de a obono homodin yie papa obono homode ewo ne hyehye ahodo emu ntino wohwe ne ho abakosam kakra ya yenya de amamo no a na kyese wo hu se pani no mpanimfo wo mo ani age ehu eye na yabakɔ sesie ewo gbewa palace frise otumfo sei tutu abebi o ya wotoso emienu wohwemu a ansane yede yana besi adedie so na yaje na tum krade na sisi ono no ene committee no dwamtenani ya wo company fo ahodo ho aboa ma somdue atumi abaso ne wo mo ye ansana enedai aduro no ode ho nsam di kan to mampani na adodan kwakufu ado anim yeni kan kotie bi mrande ya ba nsam no yebeto aso.
The bone of contention has been whether regions can play a part in the funeral of Yana. And that also has come up. In fact, after our meeting, there were issues raised by the representatives of the regent of Dabon and then the Kugana. I don't know where they were. Are the representatives of Kugana here? I asked for them to come. Prime Minister, you didn't get them? Or they refused to come? They said they are sick. All right. And he said he was sick, so he was not coming. Okay. Because after this, we will have to take very serious decisions on those people. Because I cannot countenance anyone holding Dabon to ransom or this country to ransom because of their personal issues. Dabon is at peace. All the elders here, they are here. And those are the elders who matter in Dabon. The regent was not envisaged to be a Yana. He was supposed to be a regent of Dabon for a period, so that the processes for the funeral of Na Muhammadu and Na Yakubu could go on, and then we have a Yana. And then for him to have taken that position and entrenched, because this committee invited him a couple of times to come to meet us, so that we could discuss his concerns. And that we could factor that into our decisions that we could do. And so we shall still engage them, the processes for the new Yana till we get a new Yana. And no, but let me put it on record that at no time has any president or party or political party brought any influence at all on this committee. None of them. You have not brought any pressure on us to resolve this. President Kufuor didn't do that. President Mills didn't do that. And I wouldn't allow, sure, they know I would never allow anyone to bring pressure on me to settle issues on whether the president likes it this way or not. That no one can force me to do it. So we've come to this conclusion based on the customary and traditional customs and traditions of Dabon. And we want to assure you that we'll continue through that till we get a new Yana.
Into your 2-4-8-2 baby or Tosumi, no. Dear Namswa man, Nanny Jia about my gun and Mutitu and a Dabon, and Potamu, or Donald in some bray. Mampenny and another Dunko Kufuado, or Jubilee House, or any Yokuti be, Yansan called Yendi. Na young Kosher Bewa Palace, ho. Visa Mamrani, a money is soon, or Hopper Papa, and no who said a Mambrano, a short or colors Nina be a Piemo, young Cohos is young Cohe, dear Coso.
Ngoma kangmale dumanna woni dumalla kamani salnam ne yukul dar mo kana onte yiba pi haswal no zognala ay kanat li dunya zaha nta tablet ngban zoglana ya nahma zaha ashan timay mampurgu gonja tiyarla albetanga tiyarla tamabihi fafarnama balbu kamzaha ban kambe tangban woni fantinama ankaranama Bazaha aile tinyalne zursung shale tinyangoma deke najin nang gana tinji tam shalongoma ntaha tanam bimbe naya kanye naya tangbul numgoma tanam zursung balama katusu palga halle ntiji kama tin yisna tanajin yesu pialle ka dangmale kama zungongo zungo dabsulongoma ka yan lihnya kadama dagwambanira yalne kafanma Zungo dabsulongo kakafenma labna dama ayi kanat lihi ntiha paɣaba ni bihi zaaha ni bin yukul wumdi dunoya ayi maa zaaha zungo dunoya ayi maa zaaha lagam be waayang sambanni ka ti yoonda ti duma ŋun ka ŋmali ti duniya na ŋuni nye na be waa abukari the second ntiha suhupiɛlli maa yaɣaya ayi lihi na yili samban maa ni nti ha dingman la zohan nya da dama nima du yuya pam karna jinnin kulpan la na wunni titi zoksung shale danka ngmalngoma nti ha tiyan yelni kama paɣabu kam ti zaŋ paɣabu din ka ŋmali n zaŋ ti kpeŋla naana ti tamlana yuun pihi nahi nyaanga nti ha dagbamba bɛ na ʒin laɣim kama zuŋo dabsiliŋo tin laɣindi shɛli ŋɔ maa ka ti laɣimbu ŋɔ maa ha danfani ni binshɛli din laɣim ti nyɛla ti duma ti yoonda ŋuni nye naagbewa ti yɛlimi ni new king of Dagbaŋ nti ha a yi lihi suhupiɛlli maa ka ŋmali ka ti suhuri Naawuni ni Naawuni tim naagbewa nyingoli ka o ʒi Dagbaŋ n tabili Ghana zaaha ka paɣi
di gba paɣaya pam ni an kpɛri puuni shɛm maa di niŋ nyaɣasim sambani maa kumi sabigi zaa a mi mini to Alhaji
sama tankila an timma shɛlima an chaŋ ya dina lee bi gbaami a yɛn na chɛ ka afa baasha kpɛna ka ti niŋ interview biɛla to afa baasha a bi nya ni on kan maana ni jiŋli saha ni di pa yihila Naawuni dini ŋɔ maa ne okuto kana tena twani sal nan denne le zono yi jangal na ka sahabiane ne on kana le zo ban kam wum da te dal fan ma be tongo dama dagban zo ka be tongo ma to le zo afa ba sha ne di nyala ba pola jangal na den to nan ka te nyaba ka labna twi
to te pa mi na kunya ban pie fol ma ban bon za ken lan dan ya na te ne mo la na opubu ka be chen ma so kambo no to la nu kambo nan ma ben ya shanti kam montan ya le ba sa ye pa bon yin yaba ne be dan be wala kambo sama nyala ban biene won yelma ayi be tanga ayi be ne nyala ban be jiwo ma pune te pa ben yi to ya the
The delegation from the National House of Chiefs is a high-powered delegation, and it will take time for all members of the National House of Chiefs to pay homage and to congratulate.
No yet mama and the Chenisham. Todozo Traco Dozo Traco Nana Sevre. Yede Jimana could and Folima, I mean, we'll get away and not chant a na you work and empire.
But too many questions to come about. Can you do what Calabama no will chance? Yavale, Tininian Sura, I did that P, who loved you, your love zone, Catholic to poor. There was a tina Chelsea Samba.
Ebakoswa na ye jinemu ewo Bewa Palace hodabo ene yenya ohemfofro ya na ye Mahama na yenko ampofo je ho fise mekasa sesie no owo ho de wo mo ka wo nkro kasa ya midina ho ntia se nyina no obode tofan so na ode abre
womo akon womo ye bi enai na abre ipima kwa mu se adwumade no eba so mekasa yi so hwe machi a eye yana foforo kra de na esi adwa so yana Mahama Abukari otoso mienu ene ne da edikan a ye de na tena dwam a yeyi na kire ye se aboa sansa kra ofa de a wode ekire na enya asem ketwa baabi a mabegina yi eye mfikire baabi kakra nanso enya mfikire sa dwakase na ya bɔ no mfimfim baabi ne ya begina de man sentwerefo wɔ ne dwumadi ayedie esanse kamya ye se ambambɔ ho nsɛm kakra empanifo pese edimu nti no baabi a befa bia no ye so mu ye pian ye twen ye wo se daabi aha de wuntimi mfa ha empanifo pese wo ye dwumadi yi kosi ase kron a ye ntebɔne bia efira nopa ye ba ha yi ene ɔmamu mpanifo wo mo aka bie wo mu wo mo wotwaka e wa henie ho ahen kase wo kure mu nyina metimi aka se obia ewa hanum sei kwabe fa sante kotoko hene a odi na nanam hemfa kase anim ema o hihya asomdwe apam a na bawie se yesi ya na fofre na nam sifi ho anase na nam sini eye dwabe hene na otu osrebo ne besi na namu ono aso na eye chairman de ma council of state abedwaku a etu o manpanifo tobi afede a wono no eye National House of Chiefs o memu ahemfa bedwaku ni nyina epenimpa no o wa ha tobi gabusu e wa ha afei oman hina wo esikado na nakobena nkatia enso ha afa ye kwa amanyofo ne de a Ghana mampani excellence na adodankwa ekufuado base ma base aduanan entem ni na ba ya ene obehwe batakari pa na epimmu na enye obi na beka kiro sampa na ni abrese obehwe se asomdwe ebadagbon ye kasa nyina wiemu hyen ena edi akoniaba ni nyina ya asrafo ena ebo mpempehwe se asomdwe bia wosaye na adwuma ene wodagbon no afedi aye yiye etu enkwatwere de etwere na afi yemprimpuntuo emadagbon ene ne mpotamo se meka sei Ghana mampani da excellency eye John Dramani Mahama enso ne mpanimfo aba ne yaka asoafo ene mrasebedwamfo ene omamu mpanimfo National Peace Council pani onimonyafo Reverend Emmanuel Asante onso ewo hanom sei na nananom hemfo a wonom atwa dagbon eye ahenkonwa kase ho ahia ene omo a efiri Tamale womo efiri eye Savlugu na ene nei woepagya no eno esi adwa so se yana afei Tolon ene eye Karaga Mia ena afei eye Dari ene Kumbungu na de womo ne se obadagbon potamo anom se ya baabi ti se Kumbungu womo adwumadi a wɔn die ɛwɔ dagbon ahenni no mu ne sɛ wɔn na hwɛ ɛyɛ dagbon mpɔtamoa wɔn akodeɛ so enti yɛka na nka chief of armory saa na nka wobɛka no ɛna wokɔ baabi te sɛ ɛyɛ karaga ɛne meaw ɛna afei ɛyɛ tɔlɔn ne savlugu a wɔn nso ɛne ɛyɛ nkurotu ahodoɔ ɛwɔ dagbon mpɔtam hɔ a wɔn nyinaa etumi ɛyɛ dɛn etumi edi yana akɔdwa no bi eti abakɔsɛm ɛne nsɛm akɛseɛ pii na ne asi saa bere deɛ yɛwura akɔdwo ɔpɔn nkroma a ɔyɛ soafoɔ a wɔno ɛna hwɛ ɛyɛ amanebɔ nsɛm so wɔ mɛm wabrɛ nnɛ papapapa ɛna makye no ɛna mehwɛ na mehu wokɔ Abdullahi kɔdwo ɔpɔn nkroma krakye baako pɔ wɔ ɔfo ase na honorable mo abɔ adwuma mehu sɛ adwuma no ɛden yɛgyina nyina ɛho hyehyɛ yi sɛn na so fa nneɛma akɔ
adwuma na ɛnyɛ adwuma ketewa yɛyɛ helicopter ne adeɛ nyinaa nam soro because yɛyɛ deɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ ɛba 24 ni bi ɛba ne adeɛ wɔ sɛ yɛde wɔn kɔba ne tenten ne tiatia ne sɛ nyame adom tɔkwasɛm esi wɔ ha sei ne adeɛ no mampanin ne asantehen mu ne mpanimfoɔ da ma yɛtumi ama yi atɔ yie ama dagbɔnfoɔ yi ɔhen foforɔ ɛnɛ ɔte adwam a ɔgye nkyia fi sɛbi ne mma ne nananom atena nkonnwa adodoɔ a ɛwɔ Ghana nyinara na deɛ nti a Ghana ankasa aba bɛtena ase Ghana mampanin wɔ ha sei Ghana ankasa hwɛ a Ghana flag ɛsie ne sie ɛne sɛ ɛpɛ sɛ obi ate ɛsɛ sɛ abere dagbɔn tɔɔ fam no Ghana nyinara ne ɛba together ɛne ɛbɛboa wɔn ma dagbɔn fa ne ntoma ba efiraeɛ adwuma no yɛn wie yɛ wɔn a ɛbɛfa so na afei yɛde mpuntuo ada wɔn ase ɛno na sisi aka ɛwɔ sɛ ɛhwɛ ne yɛ.
mehu sɛ nnipa a ɛwɔ kurom a wɔn ani agye yie paa te sɛ broni bɛka sɛ corporation wɔn nyinaa de wɔn ho ahyɛ dwumadie no ɛdɛn na ɛyɛ saa trick no
yɛma obi ate aseɛ sɛ nananom ahemfo no di yɛnim ba yɛma obi ate aseɛ sɛ asɛm no wɔ sɛ to twa at some point in time ɛne deɛ ɛdi kan yɛtɔ so mmienu asɛm no so to bɛtwa a ɛwɔ sɛ obi di biribi kyɛ obi so gyae biribi mu so obiara kura ne deɛ mu tare a yɛnwie da nti pɔtɔ ka sɛ mefrɛ no compromise sɛ bɛwo ne wo yere kora mpoko a mo compromise yɛse ɛse ɛna ɛka tɛkrɛma ɛdua ɛbɛn ɛna ɛtwie nti unua ya obone a ye wo kwan a yetumi fa so na at least on the traditional side no yetumi hwe muvu ekoyenim eno na omo so te ase so ombehwe na we de kakrache ya ye yie mienu ni na mpanifo asinkonwa yi ya na afoforo nne mo se fefefe a nne ye nyina ye hia wa ase aye hwa ye yi
so ni adaje de nso boa me on se ye bo ni din no nipa bi keka omo kakra eti ama Ghana fo bi adwom se we anhwa ne be ye broni beka se cosmetic bi kwa ebi na bibi hyase mu gidi se we ye chi no ye nya se
so hwa mpanimfo afanu ni na ajedia ekoso na to mo issue statement crampo but of course if you be obenya nipa ba ko bi o ma se ne abato kra ye tuwe na se candidate di nkugo no ba bonten be ka se oh maji atum ko abon se ne supporter bi jira che se debi ye lose o mu wi aye eno de ya obenya ba ko bi o ma o se onye ba de hia ne se nipa dodo ne mpanimfo ni na any go one direction no bibia so be na adu so ndo be fam rashe ni sem asen nema no ni ahwe na yedi ato yi wo
memu smoko na ene amanyofo mu ka mo ho bom no ye hu ade efe ye hu se aha politics bia ni ha sesei mu fo se dem so na amasade na
oh because ye nyina anim se ade we aye sebe e was so mine no nya ho fa so resika ya hwere wa half 2002 tens of millions of Ghana cedis ye ntumi nkoso de bia na nua ne nua akono ye nko ye nim ente so we are never stage no so a Ghana man pani e na ono ahye ne dango ma atade enye hizi the minister sitting in chain but former president so ne other political parties ne ade nyina wa ha say Ghana tina Ghana flag kese ne si enye party flag bia ne si ha
se me de na ya ofede
wo de ya me fe wo kra wo se epedin bi ma o
ene Easter enuti honorable Kwadwo Opon Kroma wono ene eso afọ hwe amane bonsem so ene omo koba enhye ne se epenifo eba behwe ayado enu achi no kasa ahodo a ewo so omo ekasa for the first time Yana Abukari a otoso mienu be kasa kire ne manfo eye dagbonfo ne ka dagbon a omemu ahenie no se wo se wo hyesa se antoso mienu abetoso miensa esan se esopa enye ahenie keto akora e na ye ka ho asem no eti nipa efiri ewiase afa na nyina ne ye keka no ye ka omemu mpanifo ne ade wo mo efira ma ahodo so wo mo efiri Burkina wo mo efiri Togo wo so a eye abrofo belonging to the diplomatic corps wo nyina abansentwerefo so ba se de meka no ye piapia ye bia nso ye say and 70 beka answer no ye nua be ma eye Iliasu Rauf Elias Rauf a wono ena ato nkrama yen efri eye ahyase nyina Elias Bra ene dwumadie no wo de efri ahyase nyina wa ase no wo no
oh na dwumadie de sa wo hwa a emeka ne se ekoyi ala because o hwa nipa dom a mo ha security no timi hu kwan o mefa so a o meka o mabom ne se de be abasabasa bia ntimi nsi a de o hwa nipa dom a mo ha ya na se security no ko mo nyire o mo se o mabom dwuma na se de o mo kosua no se nye nei no mo yi a kire se o masua bibia na nei no ka meka ne se enya ade se nko mo betimi kra de o hwa nipa dodo o maba ha enya nipa kakra bi ena so he afra no pana sa na e wo ha bedu samre yente se obiti ana se ni ba bi apa na so obi abo ya na so obi ese enti de dikan no ye be bo security na aba so e wo de omo ye na omanfo no so omo so aba no se omo so ama ye omo ho basabasa e wo niema bi mempene ne ade no I say akwa aba bedu se de metima kan se be bia duru de nyankopon ya adom a ye de akwa wi ya no enti de metima kan nyina se ye be bo security for na aba so anama omutu ya mutimi asoso ne yimu a e de abedu be bi eti se
all right ye ne be ma Elias Rauf Dabre ene to nkramai opani memo akwa aba e de aba Adom TV so
Dagwanle, I can speak Dagwanle.
You can speak Dagbani. What about English?
I can speak too.
Are you a native of Dagbon?
No, I'm not here. I'm from Tolong.
You are from Tolong. Yes. So what can you tell us about what's happening today?
Today event is very historical event because all the Gombes are here, including all traditional rulers. Now that we have got a king, development and then other things will proceed to do well. Today's event is just a historical to all the Gombes and other tribes. We don't need any tribal fight again. Now that we have got a king, I think everything will be good for us. I think that
are you sure that deep down your heart you are satisfied with the new king? Because we learned some of you have issues, and Ghanaians would want assurance from you that this time around you've accepted the new king and you are going to abide by whatever he brings.
Yes, we will all support him. Well, I'm from Tolong traditional area, so we don't. There's somebody from Tolong cannot be as keen as Yana, so we support him. Now that we have got regions in Dagbon, now that we have got a new Yana, all the regions will come under him, and then we'll get a chiefs to all the towns. Tolong, for instance, we have got a regent. He will perform the father funeral and maybe go for enskinment as Tolong now. So we are all very grateful for the enskinment of this.
So what will you tell your fellow people from Dagbon who fled when the issues escalated? What will you tell them? Do you have any word of
come back? We'll tell them to come back so that we'll go in. The land here is very fertile. We can go and farm to feed our mother Ghana. So we are very grateful for the enskinment of this Yana.
All right, thank you very much. Anoti, yeah, papa, and any dim come three, a Tolong, and I won't say, watch it, you say, a woman said, one more intimate, and Yana, and so much say, a year that one could and I say, Anoti, Minia baby swab, or her said, was your fan, I said, this ala pepe, Minia by Frost.
Slimana,
a wolf in about.
Yendi here, I'm just in Yendi town here.
What Yendi here? It's today is a branch and semi by now, how many years?
There's 6 years, 6 years ago.
Now who was 6 years? No, I'm talking about your age when the chieftaincy issues came.
I'm 32 now. And what happened is that the chieftaincy thing, I've just witnessed it for 17 years after we lost our king. And since then, we have been praying to meet this day, and we are happy that we met this day. So we are just saying that Allah has been grateful to us to witness this. Our mothers have died trying to witness this day, but they couldn't witness it. So it's a great day for the people of Dagbon. And that tells us that now Dagbon will move on. So we are very happy.
So with the enskinment of a new regent of Dagbon, what does it bring to the people of Dagbon?
Actually, development have started. We have water project that will be undertaken very soon. And to me, it's about the youth. Anytime we have a youth misbehaving, when you ask the youth to stop, you say that, who is my chief? But right now, the chief will be putting people into their places. it will be able to curb the problem that is in Dagbang. That is the drug addicts, the girls being pregnant because we don't have a chief. This is my plight, and this I want Dagbang, the chief currently, to fight for. We want the youth to grow, so they should fight for the youth. That is putting into laws, putting policies that will curb the youth to grow. That is my plight, and I'm very happy we have a chief now.
This protected chieftaincy issue has made some Ghanaians think that people of Dabon don't love peace at all. What do you tell them?
There's a saying that every prostitute has a side of the story to tell. There's nobody who doesn't want peace. But when a Satan descends into your family, you are not careful, you find things like this. We have driven the Satan out of our town, and we are now telling Ghanaians that if you want peace, peace is in Dagbang. But Satan, when he finds himself in your home, you will fight with your colleague brother. So it's not our making. So we have driven that Satan away. I'm coming from both gates, and I can see both gates in this occasion. So we are very happy, and we are thanking God for that. And we are one. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Enuti yeni abanso ose onono mfinhia dunsie ni no no ahwede akoso nyina nti wohwe sede adwumade no ekona sede ekan abudu ene andane abusua no mo twa poni nyina wo nyina na msifo ewo hanom se mpanifo ebi tete ngoma so ebi tete onkete so nenei me ba ha na menim se me de batakari ne ba ya kire ne me se singlet bi na hyem sanse me hu batakari na eya na ubehu obi no opani bra na batakari no wahye maako ba miensa edi etina batakari ba akokra hye we mu hyehye na mutimi hye maako tre no enso angumo
de wom se enigi aba Dagban enyina busia no enyina e baako ndan eni abudu eni Adam bio enyina e baako ndan nti se e wo hini ebe percent for Dagban kosoro ne wiase nyina obi ahu se aye baako enyina nti na enigi a me tamale na me bae me tamale ton na me di me ka bae te
wo free angasa
me free tamale
ba se o ka Dagbon
me Dagbon full me papa e Dagomba me mama e Dagomba nti nda
afo bi adwen se mo pentokwa dodo
no we de se from no nipa mu fo mu na no ka dodo enko enyina e baako de omo wo mfifi no omo ka ti se enko enkasa ewuasi bia ogo bebia obo hu se ntoko wom but enye se nipa uni onyankonko a ese mu hyabio na mu san ye baako tesesia eyina ye baako
mama mra moda na de ye obi afa obi ohwe TV so Ghana afa na nyina ye omofe edi ade na mo be ya mo de be hyem kena ma afa be kakra no se ye tukae ana se ye faka se ye ba ha ne ye ba be hwa ade ye fese discovery kro
se culture no na ebe peja se e wo hino no culture no ebe peja ma esie bibia obi free amone ni ba ha ono free nkro enkran ba ha no obeba hu se de culture no tie enti sisi a nyame abu enyina ye ba
Tinase ampofo agye no one Rauf yamani boni owo cement fido no wo mo bo adwuma e wo ho no nti no sade ampofo agye ne mpanifo bi akasa no so fo mo no makasa no mi yiswafo no free nchen a kromafo no akasa woni wo sirem no wo mani agye yie papa wo mo hwe ni mu se neyi a wo mo enya ya na afoforo no mpuntunwuma ne asomdwe no bekoso atena ho na eho ye yi a saa nso na beka ye na ye wo ase hai osofo no so hwe information so ye kojo ponkroma so akasa adwuma wo mo aye ne wo mo guso ye se be ya asomdwe ebeta di free sabre ko so mbe wie kro bia be kokko ne miamia hodo mpanifo twetwo ya won mo abase ebehwe na yasa akoho na Premotobre Kasee no de afia mankwa atamaklo Midday si ahase ntino yanko ampofoje ho bra wonya mpanifo bi ene wo kasa
umuodu
papa yes
okay enti mayen hwe wo yensen training asem ne hyase no minim se samre nyina na wo yensen training
yes
hwe ebre hyase na bepem ne nneoma ben yen hwe the negative sides nneoma ahakuru no na fe yen hwe mfiri enne so ko
eno de negatives no de doso first o hwe yendi ha ka enyesa
Adiana year 2002 ka yendi ka ebedru to say the tamale eteno now because no yendi has say no na the most important city Eastern Corridor has say so anka businesses beba investors bebum normal investor now so sadia no year no SKU bia na businesses no we knew of factories that were about to be set here. If you talk about it, now she say
commission never veden tale katete palala. Dinyanga kolampina na mata bangam ndanya na tatapse never cheda bang to amane mbomal gotele. Deninyere puni never malgumara tuna tam dagbang kalzo. Deninyere bra kwamba ma katinye yap kampang kwena ka rejilo bang ko gobda bang na halna zo denenye ku shagaden tunir zamale katika tijitin jijalngo kala ku ya mamale denyanga ka yang pamba bantu namma etwa ka bugbai ndan yana wonenye mamang abukari de saken wonenye to zolantin jiango bonle bisha kamden tunere nan kalma na wosham da punna asbashin wa bakaran qur'anin mune an sakse kaso aduwa da yanchaka sodo
yes after the year nkolano unye royal family member who there yes remo who there you Najai royals. Leave what belongs to royals. Na ye nkolano. Yanko suku. Yanko suya adie. Timi nko suku a who there ko join business bi maybe carpentry wo ho bibia obeye so that echina ubetimi aye nipa obetimi afa development aba Dagban Hase. In the past na school understandably not school and time ni Hase after the Dagban schools are what Dagban there were universities, there were secondary schools, there were junior high schools, there were primary schools those were Hase nursing schools are what Dagban drew 8 universities. There were about 3 or 4, 2 public, 2 private. There was a school in young colony. I was say young school, na young cosia, yes, yeah, na sans fear, culture, so that if you know your culture, adia unim say you are not supposed to be part. You will not be part of it. You leave what belongs to royals. When they have misunderstanding or more, resolve those issues.
Enti enkomodie no yemfa enkonko an champion be kasa wonu mo hyase so mo kasa edi aka nyina beto aso medi na na se ampofoje na Elias Rauf Dabre eneja ene me ba ha okurokura mu sanse wo mo ka bibia me nte bon tinu anse me hwe mo animu anto kire me mu dia na me sumanya bi aka ye beto aso dia mamo.
Take this opportunity to thank the Committee of Eminent Kings and representatives of the different interest groups for their patience, dedication and resilience in seeing this Herculean task to a successful and overwhelmingly fulfilling end. The President of our Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has displayed the wisdom of King Solomon in his government's handling and response to the recommendations of the eminent kings. He put the interests of the ordinary person in Dagbon, and for that matter, Mother Ghana, ahead of political expediency. May the Almighty bless and continue to guide you, sir. We also wish to thank our indomitable regional minister, You Are Sure, for his exemplary leadership in overseeing the rollout of the roadmap with his amazing teams at RECSEC, RCC, MUSEC, and Ghana Peace Council. Our colleagues at Damas also require mention for years of working to mobilize the youth to achieve lasting peace in Dagbon. At this time, we should remember with thanks all those who have worked towards a solution to these issues in the past. Even where not immediately successful, they have all contributed to the present successful outcome. Today, all in Dagbang brace themselves to work together, to walk together, and to rejoice together, ready to take full advantage of the wide range of development opportunities now available. We are sure that peace will see great strides in investments in education, agricultural, and in community achievement. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Suleiman Abdullahi alias Mopsin, President of the Dagbang Forum. The new king of Dagbang, His Majesty Yana Abukari II, has selected some revered chiefs from the Dagbang traditional area, Kumbongna, Sunsongna, Patanglana, Vona, and Dierbanglana, to come and officially welcome His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to Yendi. Thank you. We expect Kumbongna, Sunsongna, Patanglana, Vona, and Dierbanglana to come forward and officially welcome His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to today's historic occasion. Thank you. Whilst they would come, or they are expected to come and welcome His Excellency to Yendi or to this historic event, we now invite the National Chairman of the National Peace Council, Right Reverend Asante, to give us his goodwill message.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, Your Majesty, Yana Abukari Mahama II, distinguished chiefs and personalities here gathered, fellow Ghanaians, the news of a roadmap for the restoration of peace after the unfortunate crisis in Dagbang in 2002 by the Otumfuo-led committee was received by the National Peace Council with great relief. It is a matter of interest to note with nostalgia that the idea of setting up the National Peace Council was mooted after the death of the late Yana Yakubu Andani II. Despite the difficulties, the funeral rites of both the late Na Mahamadou Abdullahi and the late Na Yakubu Andani II have taken place, therefore paving the way for the selection of Na Abukari Mahama II as the new Yana. The Peace Council notes with gratitude the manner in which the news of the selection of Yana Abukari Mahama was received by all the different parties in the Dagbang traditional area and Ghana as a whole. The National Peace Council believes that the relevance and the timeliness of the investiture of Yana Abukari II should not be lost on the people of Dagbang and Ghanaians in general. The occasion must be seen as an auspicious opportunity for Dagbang to chart a new course of renewing her rich historical past for rapid socio-economic development. The Council urges all the people in the Dagbang traditional area to see themselves as one people, and this is very important in charting new course for Dagbang and its development. But the Council also encourages all Ghanaians in and outside the Dagbang state to support the process of healing and restoration. Fellow Ghanaians, permit me on behalf of the board and staff of the National Peace Council to express our profound gratitude to all who have made this day possible. We congratulate Otumfuo Setutu II, the Asantehene, the Nayeri and Yabongura, our Royal Majesties, for facilitating the process of restoring peace at Dagbang. We also congratulate the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for his faith in the Otumfuo-led committee and for the government's unflinching support to the process. Our congratulations also goes to the Regional Security Council, RESEC, and the Regional Peace Council. We further congratulate the various youth groups, the forum, civil society groups, and individuals who in diverse ways contributed to this success story. Ghana is forever grateful to you all. In conclusion, The council calls on all Ghanaians, especially the people of Dagbon, to give to Yana Abukari II all the support he needs to succeed, and to note further that our forebears and leaders have endeavored to keep Ghana in harmony. We should not allow few individuals and groups to sow seeds of discord and divisions amongst us. As a people, we have a duty to promote those things that have worked for us towards the maintenance of peace and national cohesion over the years. May God be with the new Yana Abukari Muhammad II and the people of Dagbon. Long live the Dagbon state, long live Ghana.
We thank you very much, Chairman of the National Peace Council, Right Reverend Asante, for your solidarity message. The chiefs you are seeing here are representing the new King of Dagbon, His Royal Highness Yana Abukari II, coming to officially welcome His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Ejina asumdue ye na afa ne ntoma pa ade afrade adu so no yenkotie ye mampani Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo emra na fe dwumade no se de ekoso no nyina na Adom TV ye de brom.
To celebrate today's historic event, Joabin Hini is the next person to represent the Asante Hini-led committee to address the gathering. Thank you.
Jinye National Bank Kukana Ntapore President Wama Nyela Bazala Ndayana Abukari Wumpara Izani Nkana Ntanang Tangbanzola Marabi Wum Gartori Kanati Zambaka Ponye na Yam Kumbuna na Yam Tolang Banglana na Yam Dial Banglana na Baporfona na Bapor Patanglana to bum Potang Banzola na Wama Paranchen Nabate Puri Asante Hini Nitum Shabmana Kapuri Tesumban Wazaha Jina Du President Tobe Afede Bipo Nagi Bumpui Tirijin Mazaha Bayi Povani Ya Nkana Nabatinya to Supielmo Bumpova Kapuya Pam Nandia Masoro Di Nagi Joabin Hini Ian Otufu Osietutu Wumpara Yizani Nzang Committee Chairman Zulun Kwamni Yeshele Nte Salo.
Thank you very much, my co-MC Alhaji Sahana Abdul Latif. We now waiting for the Joabin Hini representative of the Asante Hini, chairman of the mediation committee, to come and address the gathering. The Joabin here is coming to address us. Thank you. Yeah. So we're waiting for the Joabin Hini to come and deliver a speech on behalf of the King of Ashanti Kingdom, Osei II, who happened to be the chairman of the mediation committee that succeeded in bringing all of us here today to celebrate the induction or investiture or the coronation or outdooring of His Royal Highness, the new King of Dagbon, Yana Abukari II. That is the Joabin Hini being led to come and deliver the Asante Hini's speech. Let's give him a listening ear. You're welcome, Nana Joabin Hini. You're welcome to address the gathering. That is the Joabin Hini in your shortcoming to deliver a speech on behalf of the Ashanti Hini, chairman of the mediation committee that succeeded in bringing lasting peace genuine reconciliation and unity to Dagbang. The Juabin here is coming to address us now. Let's welcome the Juabin Hini, the Ashanti Hini's representative. Thank you so much, Nana, for coming.
Wapia sansan pani apam chichifie kan kama fun. Wapia sansan pani afram. Wapani pani o shia kwantasun. Adom funum. Adom shoye kwecha ponfran. Adom shoye no. Tien, Etienne. That's Premotobre Kasee. Etienne, Osadfo Bekasa, Ubiantie Jum.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Royal Majesty, Yana Abubakar II, colleague members of the Council of State, Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, former President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Ministers of State, my fellow chiefs, regional ministers, service commanders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is on behalf of His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, the owner of the Asante Kingdom, that I deliver this address. We come to the historic seat of Bewa today with glad tidings from the Golden Stool and your brothers and sisters of Asante. Tidings of joy and hope for a new dawn in the destiny of the proud kingdom of Dagbang. 2 centuries ago, the destinies of Dagbang and the Asante Kingdom were linked together in a strategic marriage between the Bewa's king and an Oyuko royal from the house of the occupant of the Golden Stool. The marriage produced a son who was in the enviable position of being both a prince of Dagbang and a royal of Asante. That son went to succeed his father as Yana Mahama Abubakar II. And thus was the friendship of the 2 kingdoms raised and fortified by the blood of the 2 royal houses. It could therefore not be anything less than the call of destiny that moved President John Ajay Kufuor to turn to the occupants of the Golden Stool to head a group of eminent chiefs with the venerated Nairi and the Yabunwura to find a traditional pathway to the resolution of a crisis created by the tragic murder of the late Yana and Dani Yakubu II. The crisis has torn the heart of Dagbang apart. Set brother against brother. Deprive the people the development they need. It is not only Dagbon who have suffered from this crisis. It has been the most complex challenge to traditional governance in Ghana, the most expensive security challenge to the nation, and a great source of concern to those with responsibility for the key peace of the West African subcontinent. From the challenges of Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Cote d'Ivoire, the international community trembled over the danger of Dagbon spinning out of control and escalating into yet another threat to the peace of the sub-region. Dealing with such a complex and emotive challenge requires the patience of a Job, the wisdom of Solomon, and the perseverance of the apostles. To the glory of God, we come together today to bear testimony that at long last, after 16 grueling and agonizing years, the deed is indeed done. And we can proclaim to the world peace at last. Thank God, Dagbon has peace at last. So we have come to pay homage to the symbol of that peace, the father and monarch of this great kingdom, Yana Abubakar II, as he takes the sacred skin of his forefathers with the second oath to lead all his people into a new era of peace and prosperity. From today, Yana Abubakar II, you are the soul of this kingdom, the embodiment of the proud heritage of Dagbon, and the guardian of the destiny of your people. And the people of Dagbon now know that they can afford to get rid of the baggage of the past decade because they have a common father they can look up to for leadership and to turn to in times of difficulty. They have a father who is now able to define a new vision for united effort to bring economic and social development to them. Out of the chaos of the past 16 years has emerged a landmark which will fill every Ghanaian and every believer in Africa with the greatest pride. For the Dagbon crisis has demonstrated beyond all doubts that the traditional system of governance offers adequate formulae for the resolution of the many challenges to the peace and prosperity of our continent. And we have also demonstrated that the collaboration of the elected government with the traditional authorities and confidence in the sincerity of government are indispensable factors in the sustenance of peace. This crisis persisted through the administration of 3 presidents. It has taken the passionate commitment of His Excellency Nana Adom Akufo-Addo to deliver the peace to Dagbon. Peace to Dagbon was indeed one of the major electoral promises Nana Addo as the candidate made. Today, we all congratulate you, Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, for delivering on your promise. And it is not only the people of Dagbon, but all Ghanaians who must show gratitude. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.
ayo twe mu achitifia kumia san akumia tinti manu wedu dan boss waye manu wedu da wa timpo mu asamwa
We thank you very much, the Juabinhini, for delivering the speech on behalf of King of Ashanti Kingdom, Asantehene Osei Tutu II, and the Juabinhini is going to greet the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. As soon as he's done greeting the President of the Republic, we will invite the President of the National House of Chiefs, Togbe Afede, to come and give us his solidarity message. Thank you very much, Juabinhini Yedasi. Akwaba.
Juabinhini, Wunzante Asantehene, Wunkuza Ozulun Kwamni Sheltima, Rona, Chanta Putung Banzolana, Pumpotian Tela, Togbe Afede Bazilun Kwamunye, President, National House of Chiefs. What Zelunkom Katien Digi, Juabinhini, now dear Sogo.
It is now the turn of the President of the National House of Chiefs, Togbe Afede, to come and deliver his solidarity message. President of the National House of Chiefs, Togbe Afede. Thank you very much. This program is streaming live on GTV, TV3, Sagani TV, NTV, and all the local and international media networks that you can think about. Togbe Afede, President of the National House of Chiefs, it is your turn now to come and give your solidarity message. Thank you, everybody, for coming to witness today's historic event. Today's historic event is about the investiture of His Royal Majesty Yana Abukari II, the new King of Dagbon. That is the President of the National House of Chiefs, Togbe Afede. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency, former President, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, Your Royal Majesty, Yana Abukari II, Committee of Eminent Chiefs, Nana Otuo-Siriboe, Chairman of Council of State, representing His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei II, colleague members of the National House of Chiefs and all other chiefs gathered here, members of the Council of State, ministers of state and other top government officials, members of the diplomatic community, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, It gives me a great privilege, and I'm indeed filled with joy to be part of this very momentous occasion. Many of us had feared that the solution to the protracted Dagbon chieftaincy crisis, which has been a big dent on the image of chieftaincy, may not be found during our lifetime. Even after Otumfuo confidently presented his roadmap to peace in Dagbon at the colorful event at the Jubilee House on the 23rd of November 2018, exactly 9 weeks ago, many of us still had doubts. So on behalf of the National House of Chiefs, and for that matter, all the chiefs of this country, I want to congratulate and thank our brothers, the Abudu and Andani families of Dagbon, for embracing peace and thus doing a great honor to the chieftaincy institution. As the National House of Chiefs, Your Excellency, we have become increasingly concerned about the dignity and relevance of the chieftaincy institution in contemporary Ghana. We recognize that we're relevant. Our institution must address itself to the needs of our people. Our nation and its people aspire for development, one that provides jobs for our youth, the basic necessities of life, and enhanced living standards. Luckily, our nation is endowed with more than its fair share of the world's natural resources. Added to this, our energetic and youth population, and it becomes obvious that all the ingredients for rapid development are here. But we cannot realize our full development potential unless we are united and are at peace with each other. That is why the National House of Chiefs has developed a comprehensive program for the resolution of outstanding chieftaincy disputes, and is also embarking on other programs to reduce to the barest minimum the incidence of new disputes. The resolution of the Dagbon chieftaincy dispute, one of our very top concerns, comes as a big relief. That is why we owe a debt of gratitude to His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osetu II and his committee of eminent chiefs for the wonderful job they have done, not only for Dagbon, but for all of Ghana. Successive governments have played their roles, but His Excellency President Akufo-Addo and his government deserve special praise. Your Excellency, the President, I want to remind all of us that the real work for sustaining peace in Dagbon has only just begun. I want to ask all our politicians to play their role. Very importantly, let us take politics out of Dagbon matters. Dagbon people are one, and all perceived differences are political constructions. To our Dagbon brothers and sisters, I have a humble request. Please remember that Dagbon cannot achieve much unless you stay united. We have a common desire for development. Let's join hands in pursuit of that objective so that we will leave a legacy of peace, unity, and development for our children and grandchildren. Today, you all are pledging your support for our new king. As usual, I can imagine you saying, "We are behind you. We are behind you." I hope that in times of difficulty, when our new king turns to look back, he will find all of you behind him. Your Royal Majesty, Yana Abuka II, I recall the very warm reception you gave Dasebre Kwebu Ewusi the 7th, Vice President of the National House of Chiefs, Nanasoglo Alo IV and me at your palace at Salevugu when we visited you on the 2nd of November 2016, prior to the elections that gave Dasebre and me the mandate to lead the National House of Chiefs. We discussed our shared desire for a new image for chieftaincy and the need to restore dignity and nobility to the institution. We also spoke about the need for a new development orientation so that we can remain relevant to the aspirations of our people. You counseled us in few words, but those few words portrayed the fact that you were destined for greatness. You and I now share a big opportunity to transform chieftaincy, encourage a stronger development orientation, and promote the modernization of customary law. I look forward to working with you on the ideas we shared during that historic visit, so that together we would further the cause of chieftaincy. By stepping into the shoes of the great kings of Dagbon, you have accepted a great responsibility. I ask that you keep your doors open so that all your people can partake in unity in your development agenda and in the creation of your legacy. We believe that the kingmakers of Dagbon have made the right choice, and we trust that you will prove them right. Your Excellency the President, on behalf of the National House of Chiefs, I want to commend all those who had aspired to serve Dagbon in the position of Yana. They all still have a role to play. There is nothing to fight for except the development of Dagbon and its people. Let no one mislead you. Please rally behind the new king in pursuit of your common interests in the welfare of Dagbon. Finally, Your Excellency, we want to remind all who find it difficult to forget the past that the journey ahead of us is longer than the one we have traveled. It is time to leave the past and focus on the future. Thank you once again for this great day. Long live Dagbon. Long live Ghana. Thank you.
Indeed, long live Dagbon and long live Ghana. That was a speech delivered by the President of the National House of Chiefs, Togbe Afede. We're getting to the climax of the program, and we now invite the Chief Drummer, Luna, to come and give us some appellations. Abraman Yakubo is his name.
tinemore na jawa
enti said you wouldn't more no Adom TV na wo hwe no na fia banso ne edi enti enne no Ghana ye nyina ye ni ehwe dagbon fi se ye nya ya na afoforo e na ohun se ye de akire fia no pado abesi sabre enti chief drama e na otis wo bo mu kromo enwom no famu no che se hwa ye de amamre ne amane no ye adwuma wo ho mpedifo ahodo abekasa wo hwe National Peace Council President Professor Emmanuel Asante wabeka na asem nyina ne sa asumdue ebeye adwuma na afi National House of Chiefs President Togbe Afeden so ebeka ne dia ne kasa ne tofa bomu nyina ne se eneyi a yenya ya na afoforo no wonhwe sa asumdue ebeye adwuma wabɔ mpanifo ne nyina baso wada omasi ye papa fi se enye bete aman mpanifo ahodo asiso aye ya enene mampani nana adodanko akufo adode no awie mu die kra amasumdue ene fa ne ntoma pa ede fra yenua na asempofo J Rauf wamo ene wosrement fido de ekoso ho nyina no ye gibi wo ha no wamo so ewa akire ho ene mpanifo ahodo nso edi enkomo yahwe yene owura kojo ponkroma edi nkomo mpanifo no bi owo kro no mu nso yene wo makasa yene meburu no bi so no bi so kasa ya wotumu se ene wanya 32 years na semo esusi yene be 17 years no a wotumu se esi yene no sha nti yene wa hunu bisa na enije yenko ahoma so na president of Dagbon Forum
baby ye wohen foforo a obedi Dagbon emanso Dagbon ma hen foforo kra a ye frɛ no Yana Abukari autosumienu na sɛde meka sɛ okrobia refra sante kotoko hen otumfo setutu ababio ne nam sini na otu serebo aba bekasa wɔde nanu di nsɛm a kwa mo fa so anamonto mutuo aban mo de bo mo no emu nsɛm nyina wɔde abetodwa ɔno no wie no Togbe Afede a wɔno ne National House of Chiefs panimpa a wɔda ɔmo ano kyese nananam hemfa bedwakuo no ɔno nso bɛkasa abɛbɔ ɛyɛ aban aba so abɔ nananam hemfa ba so abɔ Dagbon man aba so sɛ dwumadi a ɔmudi yɛ no bibia akokama nemum wasere se ma manyofo mfom hu no wura Dagbon se musa se ntokwa ni nyina hu su se eya manyosem na ejije ntakra wo jem mebewi akire no akoya asem foforo sabra meka sei ohwemachi a na chese eye ohenkese no eti adwamu a enche bia obetu nanum tuo na wakasa na ansa na no Dr. Suleiman Abdullahi eye president edema Dagbon Forum on ewa menchen doc yema akwa baba Adom TV so
Vidas
ye can Dagbon Forum a mo ye hemfo. What do you stand for?
We are NGO na ye pese ye be na Dagbon will change for the better for development and Dagbon. But first na about 40 years and now 50 years na Dagbon ye were problems bebre ye kun Abudu and Dani na omudi sa fight no ko good party politics nti who turn in any directional problems yentuma anye proper development nti nadia yeni agi pa ya nye new yana o unity and Dani ni Abudu nyina ye nyina ni agi papa
na my show mo part mo play pa wo sa process mo ne say
okay yeah there idea say wonim say ye wo young men young women and the chiefs no nyina omo was Abudu and then side no yeah there what idea say yeah cause share omo na ka say say are united as a peace and bar to development nti sa it's a sort of the message over the last 2 years but Sewun says over the last 13 years Asante Hinini other kings no omunyina amiti hinunum from this side no who say idea obetuma ye nti time to a presidency obe implementing roadmap no ni peace council ni other people ya be where regional coordinating council and the RECSEC the municipal security council na ya boemu no mu fa sa peace the message no and call the whole of the bomb so that obia be understanding
roadmap no no bia be who say idea ebe good for Dagbon because I check pa na we problems no nti say dia ye looking forward ye person who say ye dia ebe na Dagbon I take advantage of government programs eba no na ye mfa no na change some of the conditions I Dagbon
deɛ wokan anka ɛfɛ ɛdɛ ni jimi gidi sɛ nipa bebree free Dagbon saa na mo hwɛ no wogidi sɛ enkomodi amudie no understanding no aba akɔ deeper obi akoma tɔ ne sɛ ɛde adwen baako with one common goal sɛ ye pempuntu a entokwa bia ma kyiri bi
oh entokwa bia mba biom wo King Solomon wisdom nana showing no say King Solomon wisdom or you say solve problems down na who Bible and Quran omu ka say King Solomon one solve problem na problem no ababiom wo nso aha obia ka say nana wa kire ye with the wisdom of the elderly onu wahu a lot as a politician and as a person nti sa experience onu ahu sa no di abamaye solution way na obia ni agi about the solution obia andani abudu men women omunyina obia say ya ni agi papa so mean who say sa problem no baba biom. In fact, say there obia obe ba opese onfa any division. Yempeni. Nso and then youth no abudu youth. Omunyina ye juma together. So say bibi ba idea ebe say omu ba beba be ka say o me hwe ade no. In fact in bibi was speech be. There was a sentence be wo Abudu for says sentence no mumpe. Nti omu akof cast mandani youth leader no more have they went and told the chief who will be reading the speech say on delete that sentence no delete to mechanisms coordination and then the platform are moved to be exchange say maybe say no more find a way almost stop PPP before it spoils but say dear abudu youth are almost yendi no and then youth are almost yendi nyina si say dear ya nye yana or ye papa your grandfather also yana no idea yeti about him no or a very very kind person very wise king and also bobia he mixes freely with his people where he was chief before he mixed freely farm when they are farming as a group or the communal farming he will go with hoe and help them to farm. Oh yes, so everybody talks so well about him. He's a very, very good person. And we hope that Obe, he will take the peace, he will build upon the peace that we have now as the time goes on.
Doc, my yana was in a yana so bompire say more drain and more come so adi no ebebem.
Miss Sue, I thank you for the interview and I'm sorry about my chi, even though I went to school in Kumasi.
All right, Dr. Suleiman Abdullahi now to say Yeleno Edin Komono. You bet 2 speeches in so na Entebiano, na say Ghana Mampeni, na Danko Kufado, and so Ebe Kasa, na Jumedian and Yabono Boadi about a way. And we didn't answer for Yeguswa, ever be what I him feel.
Yeah, that's na say for J on team ne wo hono wo mo bo adwuma den tino ye hwe ni mo se ya mampani be kasa no na fe ya na afofro nso a ye yi no so be kasa na se dwumadie no ne mpompon so no ana ye de eba no awie ye na Adom TV se de wuni mu no ye kase ye be ya ye be ye de ye nso a ye ema na ye fe ye nkọ bewa palace ho ye nkọ ho nkọhwe de ekoso
to you to build a palace for Dagbon. Your provision of a palace for the Yana
will be a great supplement to the Dagbang, to the great achievement you have already chalked by uniting Dagbang. Dagbang is forever grateful to Your Excellency. Despite visited on us, Dagbamba, by our countrymen and women, as people locked in chieftaincy conflicts, should end this month and this moment. Now, Chairman, Your Excellency, the President of the Fourth Republic, you are in Yendi, the seat of former Kingdom of Dagbang, founded in about the year 1200 by our great ancestor, Nagewa. The great ancestor of Mampuru, Dagong, Nanung, Moshi, Talensi, Wala, and Kusasi. The traditional state I am to preside over is of a sizable area. It is 14,416.5 square kilometers and has a population of about 1 million people. It has 16 parliamentary constituencies and 13 administrative districts. It has fertile land for agriculture and the largest number of cattle and sheep in the country. It has commercial iron ore deposits in Sheni, and alluvial gold was recently found in Zantane in the Tolong district. In this connection, let me take the opportunity to call on all investors at home and abroad to come to Dagbang and invest. They can invest in solar energy, share nuts, mining, agriculture, animal husbandry, tourism, building industry, and cloth manufacturing, particularly the northern smoke, which has its origin in Dagbang. Under marine, education, food security, local economic development, environmental security and peace building will be paramount. We will partner with the international community, the government of Ghana, and other development agencies to accelerate peace and development in Dagbang and northern region. I shall also count on corporate institutions and business community in Ghana to facilitate this work. The Otufo Committee of 3 eminent chiefs was established in 2003 by former President J.A. Kufuor, when Dagbang was set on fire by the murder of the Yana Yakubu II. Its main objective was to quench the blazing fire and to restore the peace of Dagbang, which had been destroyed almost beyond restoration and beyond pardon. At the initial stages of the mediation, the parties refused to meet figures for their purchases, and there are no gold or silver coins, but mixed gold and silver coins. They must be prepared to go home empty-handed or buy the mixed gold-silver coins. Let me add that when antiquated customs and peace are in conflict, it is better to let peace prevail. Abudu and Dani royal families found themselves in the same situation that lovers of gold and silver coins found themselves. They were not prepared to leave Manshia Palace without a deal. The decision we took at Manshia Palace gave birth to the ceremony you are witnessing today. After 15 years of hard work and compromises by the committee and conflicting parties, the Abudu and Dani royal families of Dagbang agreed to what we are witnessing today, the investiture of myself as Yana Abubakar II. 80 years ago, my father Yana Muhammad II ascended to the Dagbang throne from the great skin of Biang. In 1876, my grandfather Yana Andani II ascended the Dagbang throne from the great skin of Savulugu. My countrymen and women, today is my turn to ascend our ancient throne from Savulgo after the 2-4 committee had joined the broken pieces together. During my reign as overlord of Dagbang, I intend, with the support of chiefs and people of Dagbang, to do away with the antiquated customs and to remove the bottlenecks in our constitution. This will ensure peace and rapid development of Dagbang. The antiquated customs were great assets to us yesterday. If they are stumbling blocks to our peace and development today, we must do away with them. I declare before you all that I shall be just and fair in my rule of Dagbang. I shall do justice to all manner of people in Dagbang, whether they are Dagomba or Anufu, whether they are Asante or Konkomba, whether they are Moshi or Hausa, and whether they are Abudu or Andane. As you are aware, the Judicial Council and the Court of the Yana from time immemorial are composed of people who have their origins from Moshi, Hausa, Wangara, Gurishi, Ashanti, and Dagomba. Let me assure all the people of Dagbang that for the rest of my active life, be it long or short, I will be devoted to the service of Dagbang. I shall endeavor to uphold the dignity and pride of Dagbang. I shall uphold the customs and traditions of Dagbang. I shall strengthen the good and friendly relations Dagbang has with all its neighbors, traditional rulers, and beyond. May I ask all my people in Dagbang, Abudus and Andanis, Dagomba and Konkomba, Chekosi and Basari, Bimova and Zantansi, to join me to thank the President of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for his determination to reunite the people of Dagbang for his success in that regard. To thank their majesties, Otumfuo Setutu II Ashantihini, Nayiri, Nabagu Abdullahi Mahmi Sherga, Overlord of Mampurgu, the Yabumura Tuntum Borsa, Jekwa Suleimana, Overlord of the Jonja land, for their determination to restore peace in Dagbang after it had been engulfed by fire and bitterness. For their sacrifices of time, money, patience, and tolerance, and for their success. To thank former Presidents J.J. Rawlings, former President John Atta Mills of blessed memory, former President John Kufuor, former President John Mahama, for their significant contribution towards the achievement of peace in Dagbang. To thank the Northern Regional Minister, my grandson, Salfu Said, and his dedication to work, and for his enthusiastic implementation of the roadmap to the letter. To thank members of the Abudu and Andani delegations, to the Otumfuo Mediation Committee, be they alive or dead, for many of them are now dead, for their efforts in the peace process. To thank members of Dagbang Malmezungo, a youth group, for their rekindling of the drive for peace by the 2-4 committee. To thank members of parliament for their pressure on all governments of Ghana to secure peace in Dagbang. To thank the media for their role in promoting peace in Dagbang. And finally, to thank everyone, known and unknown, who worked or prayed for the return of peace to Dagbang. Mr. President, let me thank profoundly the security agencies for their tireless efforts and extraordinary sacrifices in maintaining peace in Dagbang. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Dagbang is racing again. Dagbang has taken its place of pride. Dagbang will contribute to the development of Ghana. Dagbang will live in peace, unity, and development. I pledge to all of Ghana to lead this great effort of making Dagbang great and strong. God bless Dagbang and make our country Ghana Great. Thank you.
God bless Dagbang and make our nation great and strong. That was Fona, a former member of the Council of State representing the King of Dagbang, to deliver his speech. We are to get another round of appellations from the chief drummer. Thank you. Thank you.
Nyanga nam tuona namlana abel maye adina na wul namlana abel maye na jawa abel maye tugla yirsu abel maye mam yobi bukali kursa patambia ma purana malku na yembim jari Jalmaye Yisaya bna yaku Yaku benda tokna brutabla antani ka kabulo kabusha kabundo kabalo bisa sa de pumna brutin wala antani na biansu abel maye tolana Sleman Subauna Zua Quincy. Namna Mamma Pita Pulana Abel Maye Nasamar Gonzu Abel Maye Nama Danzu Abel Maye Namna Mamma Abel Maye Namna Yakuzu Abel Maye Tulia Baldesu Tunelana. Yellow, Bana Joa. I live your Tolano Namo. I am man be I am sound to me. Na Joa, Malmamirka Sanda, Yidaburi and Dani, Itunya to Yini, Lusala, Prihalan, well, Tapsalani. I have so many Sleman Subauna Zua Quincy. Tabama Yorisipum, the Nante, the Bamba, Mr. Cabos and the Lorano. Casanasa to the two Koga, what poverty, what you even didn't check where the Yorisipum, Grima, some of my purpose was in Katamama to Lansu Tolana. Matama, Tabama Yagu, Castle Carne. I didn't know Bubarabamba, Bajanandamba. Nana Mamma Yalis was in Katamama, Kursa Pabi, Bukalbla. Yawa! Abraya Sani, Abarabiaso with the Jokuraji. Zenam Zoya, Surukandagar. Nyawala Sarsu, Asnapa Bunker, Namnetola Sutolana. Bumbo, 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 Way. Yawa, Yola, Abaraya Gazana, Samatabi, Gazanabi, Mankana. Kunelete, Masamatabi, the Laman Yuruba. Namna Mamma Besu, Abel Maye, Namna Yakubu, Jetibatin, and I will bubble the Fatum, Bellini, Basalabi, Jacobli. Abel Mayo, Abel Maye. Jawa Lorlana Balmaye, Tolan Lorlana Abalmaye, Nanyax Lorlana Abalmaye, Jirgunganda. Yellow Mamma Nana go for a door. I see at the Gontab Mamplo. Mircatas and Namla Zagina, I know you're Nitia Pobre. I see at the Gontab Mamplo. There's my prona Malgu, na Yambum Jerry. Basalambia Salambati Batum Janamu, Kanawatama, the Fatim Basalami Kuble, Suya Kusuoi, Mapurana Malu, Mapurana Malu, Nadia Yamjeri. Jama, Sunik Balang Palasa, Kamu Pasa Yanukuru, Atata Joasu, Nawali, Appraise again for you, son of a sergeant will be partisan with a consanda. Yalla, Adakabuna ya trip to Basel Carpuni, and Numa, Adakabuna ya trip to Basel. Adakabuna ya trip to Basel Carpuni. Adakabuna ya trip to Basel. Adakabuna.
Hello? Thank you, Chief Drama. Thank you, Chief Drama. Thank you. You heard it all from the Chief Drama singing praises on the #1 gentleman of the land, Nana Adom Akufo-Addo. According to the Chief Drama, the president has made the impossible possible. He has brought back glory and dignity to the Dagbon traditional area, for which reason his name would be written in the Guinness Book of Records that he has done it all for the people of Dagbon. We thank you very much. Mr. President, if you haven't heard it, I am about to inform you that the conversation making rounds here and beyond is that your new name is now Abudani, the Otoknadu president. The hour of grace is here with us now. It is now my singular pleasure. Let's have some order here, please. Let's remain silent. Everybody sit down for us to welcome the distinguished gentleman of the land, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Abudani Akufo-Addo. Thank you, Mr. President. You're welcome to address this historic occasion. Nana Abudani, Nana Adom Akufo-Addo. Let's all dance to the tune and rise up. Welcome the President, the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, to listen to him. Everybody rise up and dance to the tune. Everybody rise up and dance to the tune. Sotamir Samata to Wawa Katembanzulana Diodalizama. Sotamir Samata. even the president himself, Nana Abudani, Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, is dancing to the tune. Everybody gets up and join the president in the celebration mood. Today is a historic day in the Daban traditional area. We're having a new king, a new Yana. Now, Abukari II, the president, is very elated and he's about to address the gathering. Thank you all. Thank you. Everybody get seated. Let's remain quiet. The environment should be serene. Let us now listen to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Abudani Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. We thank you, Mr. President.
Yana Mahama Abukari II, Overlord of Dagbon, the fourth President of the Fourth Republic, Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Northern Regional Minister, Honorable Salifu Said, and your Deputy, Honorable Solomon Boa, MP for Bunklugu, Chairperson of the Council of State, and representative of the Chairman of the Committee of Eminent Chiefs, Jabehine Nana Oto Sribo II, representatives of the Nairi and of the Yagbonwura, members of the Council of State, Chairperson and members of the National Peace Council, ministers and deputy ministers of state, the Majority Leader of Parliament and Member of Parliament for Swami, the Honorable Oseche Mensah Bunsu, the Minority Leader of Parliament and Member of Parliament for Tamale South, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Member of Parliament for Yendi and Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Mohammed Habib Tijani, Members of Parliament, Municipal Chief Executive for Yendi, Alhaji Ahmed Yusuf, the Chief of Defense Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces, Lieutenant General O.B. Akwa, Chief of Army Staff, Major General William Ayamdo, Deputy Inspector General of Police, Mr. Obong Gwenu, the President of the National House of Chiefs, Togbe Afede the 14th, Paramount Chiefs and other traditional leaders, members of the Andani and Nabudu royal families, elders and people of Dagbon, the Ambassador of the European Union, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you the greetings of peace in Islam. Salam alaikum. I'm grateful to the Almighty for the opportunity today to witness the enskinment and coronation of Ayana for the people of Dagbon. This is a truly historic ceremony, one which is being witnessed by many Ghanaians for the first time in their lives. For the Andani and Abudu royal families, this event should put paid to a long struggle over several decades for the nameship of Dagbon, which has brought in its wake death, destruction, and retrogression of the Dagbon state. For me, as President of the Republic, I feel a sense of excitement because it is under my tenure of office that Dagbon, hopefully, finally, finds the path to lasting peace. And that is why I congratulate again the Committee of Eminent Chiefs, brilliantly chaired by the Asantehene, Otumfuo Setutu II, together with the Overlord of Mamprugu, the Nairi, Nabohugu Abdullah Mahami Sheriga, and the Overlord of the Gonja State, the Yagbonwura, Tutumba, Boresa Sulemana Jakpa, for their untiring efforts in bringing us this far. Certainly, there were moments when they must have felt like giving up on the whole thing. Thankfully, however, by the grace of God, they never did. Ghana salutes their determination and tenacity. The late Nairi, Na Muhammadu Gamni, and the late Yabonwura, Bawa Abudu Doshi, who were originally members of the committee, would definitely be smiling in their graves today. It is appropriate, too, that we applaud the wisdom of the second president of the Fourth Republic, His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor's decision to establish this committee of eminent chiefs as far back as 2002 in order to find the instrument to deal with the crisis in Gabon in accordance with customary laws and usages. His decision has been vindicated. All of Ghana acclaims, but for one or two regrettable, unfortunate incidents, the peaceful manner in which the funeral rites of Yana Muhammadu Abdullahi IV and Yana Yakubu Andani II were conducted. The rich and colorful culture of Gabon, which was on display during the funerals, won the admiration of the Ghanaian people. May the souls of the departed Yanas rest in perfect peace in the bosom of the Almighty until the last day of the resurrection, when we shall all meet again. To all the chiefs and members of the Andani and Abudu royal families, especially the recent regents, Yakubu Abdullahi Andani, formerly the Kampukuyana, and Abdullahi Muhammadu, formerly the Bolin Lama, you have written your names in gold for your constructive contribution to the success of today's events. And when the chronicles of Gabon are written and told to generations yet unborn, you shall each be mentioned with pride. It is my hope and expectation that the new Yana will move quickly to accord you your rightful positions in the state of Gabon to seal the process of reconciliation. Eternal vigilance, it is said, is the price of liberty. In order for us to guard and protect constantly the process that we have carved for ourselves, we have to bear in mind that there would be a small minority who will not be happy with the new status quo. There are a handful of malcontents who have benefited for a long time from the conflict and never wanted to see its end. We are not to rest on our oars and assume that every citizen of Gabon is elated about the new peace and the inscription of a new Yana. Indeed, there is a new term for people who profit from conflict. They are called conflictpreneurs. We have to be resolute in warding off such people by strengthening the process of reconciliation amongst the people of Gabon. The Dagomba people have Islam as their religion, and the Quran states, and I quote, "When two groups of you fight, make peace between them. But if one party is recalcitrant and persists in war, let the entire group come together to ward them off," unquote. We are not to fear the strategy of our enemies, but our own mistakes. Gabon does not have to fear an external enemy. Gabon is a great state, one of the most ancient traditional states of our history. It has survived many marauding forces and repelled many enemies. Gabon can only be brought to its knees by internal malcontents, and it is our collective duty and in our collective interest to fend them off. I therefore call on all sons and daughters of Dagbon to unite behind the new Yana, Mahama Abukari II. He's a man of experience and dignity, and I'm confident he will discharge his duties of his new office with distinction. The Quran tells us that it is the Almighty who makes kings because, quote, he gives sovereignty to whom he wills and takes away sovereignty from whom he wills, unquote. To paraphrase the words of Holy Scripture, the enskinment of Yana Mahama Abukari II is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our sight. Let us give him all the support he requires as he sets about to administer the affairs of the state of Dagbon. Now, I know you are a man of peace and unity. I know from a few decisions you have taken since your selection as Yana, you are a man of reconciliation. I believe you are the man to reconcile Dagbon and blunt the age-old rivalry of Abudu versus Andani and put Dagbon back on the path to sustain progress and prosperity, as was envisaged by one of the greatest figures in the history of Dagbon, the 18th Yana, Nazangina. Already, there are signs of good things coming to Dagbon. Just last week, Cabinet approved a $30 million water supply project. That will replace the old and dilapidated water system in Yendi and its catchment area. With my consent, the agreement for the project is now going to be submitted to Parliament for scrutiny and approval before it can begin. My government is working to put in place the infrastructure that will allow us to exploit the iron ore deposits in Shaney. On the back of that exploitation, we shall put a railway line to run from Accra through the Volta region and the new Oti region and through Yendi to Burkina Faso. Once these are completed, we anticipate Yendi becoming a hub for trade and commerce. This will bring considerable prosperity to the people of Yendi and help eradicate the poverty that gives the northern region the unenviable title of being one of the poorest regions of our country. If these developments are truly to be of relevance to you and are to make positive impacts in the lives of the people of Yendi and Dagbon, then there must be peace. Development cannot take place in an atmosphere of chaos and confusion. The peace and stability of Dagbon would, in my view, be enhanced by the codification of the customary procedures and laws for the selection and enskinment of a Yana as set out in the celebrated judgment of the Supreme Court in the case of Iri Yendi skin affairs. Clarity and order would then govern the process. Yana, I make a commitment before you this day that I shall do everything in my power as President of the Republic to assist you to administer this state in an atmosphere of peace and tranquility. As I have said before, I am neither an Abudu nor an Andani. I am an Abudani. A person who stands for unity, reconciliation, and progress in Dagbon. Yana Mahama Abukari II, may the Almighty guide and bless you. May the Almighty bless your reign, bless Dagbon and us all. May He bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. Salam alaikum. Now need song tea. Thank you for your attention.
Nana Abudani, Adodanko Kufuado, the first. And I would say, and Kanamon Penny Nana Adodanko Kufuado, Din for Friday, dear man on office set. Na memo anasa na penso na abuduni andani asumdue papa ba na yenya yana foforo ama asumdue afa ne ntoma pa afra ye mpaye ene se betena ho da fi so tie mampani kasa no a ene de ye huni e bebie kwan foforo kra e de ama yendi anasa dabonfo nyina dwuma bepie asumdue bibie ba be fa ne ntoma pa afra foforo kra nti de asie ne de eno atwamkọ de akai ye na ye hunu ya na afofre no ne ye bo ho ebane a mampani na na adodankwa akufuado akasa wie nti wakasa wie ne de na achese ne dai de ekoso wo gbawo ye bewa palace a ya na afofre de ne asiso de na kire kasa wodo akoso nyina no Adom TV aha ne brema kwan ne de asie aboafo ne do so papa pa me na me gyina ne mu a mu hunu me afia mankwa atamaklo esi ohene mauli ochiame Abla Afokpa Felix Sanso ena yes Sandra Kapo Paul ene akwa kwache one eda wase papa Mr. Kwadison ena hwan modoso nesto aha true no maya de nyame nhira mu fitia no pa no omatena mu a bepem sabre enti no logo sunso yeda wase papa de edu so no enne se de tie bia no case ebeba so live and colored yama mu nyina akwa aba eda mase